Mic test, mic test. Seems like everything is working. Mic test, mic test. I think everything is working. Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's to everyone. I know that last week I said that I would stream, I think on Thursday, but I mean, it was New Year's and all of that stuff, so hopefully, people can forgive me on that. But yeah, today we're not gonna waste any time. Today we're gonna get right into it. Telnet. Um, so last stream we exploited service message block, and I can pull that up. Hope everyone's having a good New Year's so far. I mean, we are the third day, but hope everyone is having a good New Year's so far. So yeah, last stream we exploited SMB. Today we're gonna move on into ex and exploiting Telnet. And so before we can exploit Telnet, we need to understand what is Telnet. So Telnet is an application protocol which allows you, with the use of a Telnet client, to connect and execute commands on a remote machine that's hosting a Telnet server. So you can kind of think of it as like Windows remote desktop protocol. Like you're pretty much accessing another computer remotely. That's pretty much what Telnet is. The problem with Telnet, and actually Telnet is deprecated. Nobody, you shouldn't use Telnet because um, Telnet sends everything in clear text, meaning um, Telnet doesn't encrypt any of the data that's being sent over. And as you can imagine, that presents a lot of problems, right? So I got my Telnet server up now. Just want to say shout out to TryHackMe for providing us again with uh, pretty much a server to attack. And so we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So again, you have to know the target IP address. So again, it's not going to be this simple. I mean, this is a introductory walkthrough. Things will get much more difficult, right? If hacking was really this easy, then the whole world would be engulfed in flames. So um, we have a target IP, and we're gonna, just like last time, we're gonna use our tool called Nmap, and we're gonna go ahead and just scan everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scan everything. So I'm gonna use the flag SV again, service and version. Gonna make it a aggressive, and I'm gonna tell it to go ahead and this P right here. That's basically I want Nmap to scan everything. I want Nmap to scan everything, right? All 60,000 plus ports. So as you can imagine, this is going to be a long, long scan. Um, could take possibly 10 minutes, not even, maybe longer. So let's get right into it. So our target today is going to be 1010, 107, 125. Yeah, let me double check. Yes. So gonna go ahead and start the Nmap scan. And again, this could take quite a while. Again, it could take 10 to 15 minutes. Not even joking. But again, with being a hacker, being a hacker, it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of patience. Um, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let this scan. Again, I am using a Kali Linux virtual machine. This is my virtual machine, and yeah.
Yes!
Walking Wounded, thank you for the follow. How you doing? Hope that you're having a great start to your 2022. Just so you know, if you're just tuning in, so we have a server up and we're exploiting uh, the protocol Telnet. Um, and we're gonna find out. You'll see. So I'm nmapping scan. I'm nmap scanning this target, and oh, that's a great point. Um, just to like refresh, right? Well-known ports, right? So we talked about ports last time, and we talked about well-known ports. So Telnet is usually 23, right? Generally, you'll see Telnet on port 23, but you'll see that through this exercise and walkthrough that may not always necessarily be true. Again, these are well-known ports, right? Like generally meaning like everyone kind of generally understands like we should set these services on these ports, but that's not the rule. It's not mandatory, right? And we'll eventually see. Again, Nmap scans can take many minutes, and you can see that again there are 60,000 plus ports. Anything yeah, right here, port 0 to 65,000 plus ports. And then the ports from 0 to 1023, those are reserved for the well-known ports. But again, doesn't mean that it has to be, right? So generally, people would put POP3, a mail service, at 110, but again, doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. Let me see. What are we at? So I think it scanned all the ports. Now it's just figuring out the services and the versions of the port. Says that one is up. So hopefully we'll find out pretty soon. And again, thank you for the follow, Walking Wounded. Hope you're having a great day. Oh, it's done. It's done. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So, it's done. All right. Let's see what we got. So, we have port 8012 open. Port 8012 is open. Doesn't say what the service is, right? Service version unknown, unknown. But we do know it's port 812, 8012, and it's a TCP port, and it's open. We can see right here, Skitty's backdoor. Skitty's backdoor. Um, so we can assume that this is a backdoor, meaning like whoever server this is, if they need to access it, they have a way to get in without having to be at the computer, right? They can remote. Assuming if this is a backdoor, then they don't have to be at the computer, right? They can remotely access it. Um, yeah, let's see. Yeah, nothing much here, and then you can see in this string text, Skitty's backdoor. Okay, so so from the mmap, we got one port open. It's port 812, and it looks like it's back. I mean, we can assume it's a backdoor, right? So, uh, and again, let's see. Let's see if we can. Let's see. Let's try to connect. So, TryHackMe. TryHackMe wants us to connect to this Telnet port. So we'll go ahead and try to connect to this Telnet port. So the syntax for Telnet is okay. So we can see right there's telnet.10.10, and as you can see, I've done this exercise before, but it's a different server. So 125, I believe, was the address. Yes, and the port number was 8012. So go ahead and connected. We're in. We're in. But let's see if we can let's see. I mean, we're in, but let's see if I can do anything. Let me see if I can list. Okay, I can't list anything. Can't change it. Okay, so basically I'm in, but I don't have a shell. A shell is like this command prompt, right? I don't have a command prompt. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to set up something called a netcat listener. Um, so so let me go ahead and open up another command. Let me open another command line. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna TCP dump. And I'm gonna put in my password. And so now it's listening, okay? So this one is gonna be listening. So anything TCP related, right? So again, what we know about this port is that we don't know like what we know is it's TCP related. So anything TCP related, this TCP dump is gonna give us all that because here we go. So, it's gonna verbose output meaning it's gonna say it's gonna give us everything. It's gonna tell us everything. Like if the packet goes, it's gonna let us know, right? So let's see. So we're gonna start the TCP dump listener, and it's specifically listening for ICMP. ICMP, if you don't know, it stands for it's basically a ping. It's a ping. So let me go ahead and open another command prompt. There you go. Jeez, took a long time. And I'm gonna ping. Actually, no. it would make more sense if we pinged from actually yeah, that's it would make more sense to ping from from Skitty's back door to our TCP dump listener. Um, just to see like and it would confirm, right? We have this TCP dump listener and we wanted and we commanded it to listen to ping. So it would make sense for us to ping from Skitty's back door just to see one and confirm well, I mean, confirm that we're actually in Skitty's back door. So let me see. Uh, ifconfig. We're using tune 0 and the IP address is 10.6.122.15. Okay, copy that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and paste this here and I'm gonna put a flag of count 1. Hmm. What am I doing wrong here? Hmm. What am I doing wrong here? Hmm. What am I doing wrong here? What is going on? IP proto ICMP iTunes 0. I'm sure that yeah. Everything should be working. Hmm. I'm not sure why it's not working. I'm gonna tell it to listen to a different interface then. How about we tell it to listen to this interface? Let me try it. Let me try this one now. What is going on? TCPD for both. Use V for full protocol decode. Listen on time. Hmm. Oh my goodness, I'm so dumb. I forgot. You have to use the .run preface. Oh man, sorry. Oh, I had a brain fart moment. Jeez. Sorry about that. Jeez, I had a brain fart moment. What am I doing? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm having like a brain fart moment right now. Jeez. My goodness. There it is. My gosh. Talk about having a brain fart moment. Jeez. So yeah, we can confirm. Sorry, that took like forever. Holy cow. So yeah, we can confirm, right, through this TCP dump listening for pings. I'm in Skitty's back door. My goodness. All right, let's move on. Um, and so now we're going to generate something called a reverse shell, meaning a reverse shell is basically because I can't. It's basically I'm gonna have a shell here. Like I basically can type commands on my own command line interface and have it work on the remote machine. And so with that, we're going to use something called a reverse shell payload. And the reverse shell payload, we're going to type in the command msf venom. And you can see that this is the syntax right here, right? As you can see, I've typed this many, many times. So how does this work? So the P right here, that flag for the MSF Venom command, the P stands for payload. The L host, that's us, the local host. That's our address right there, right? And we're using the local port, right? Our port, we want to designate the port that we want to use is 4444. And then the R is going to be export the payload in a raw format. So once we run this command, it'll take a couple of seconds. There you go. And this is our payload right here. So what we do is we pretty much are going to copy this and we're going to type it in here. And then I'm going to open a new tab and then I'm going to start a netcat listener. And so NC stands for netcat. And this flag right here, LVP, L stands for listen, V stands for verbose, right? Again, verbose, give me everything. Give me all the information. And then P stands for port. And again, we designated with the MS Venom that we want to use port 4444. So go ahead. And now we have a netcat listener. It is currently listening. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to copy the payload. And we're gonna dot run it. And hopefully, excuse me, we will generate a reverse shell. Fingers crossed. And as you see right here, we're connected. And so now check this out. So yeah, so again, notice that, like I can type in ls here and again, I don't get any output, right? So again, like I said earlier, the reverse shell, I'm basically creating a command line interface from Skitty's backdoor, but on my machine. And as you can see, again, I type in ls, there's a flag.txt, and if I cat flag.txt, that should give us our flag. So there you go. We captured the flag. And so yeah, that's pretty much all I had for today. I guess we could go through, yeah, I guess we can go through one. I did mention that I wanted to go through the advent of cyber. So I guess we can go ahead and take a look at that. Um, Again, I highly encourage if you have not done the advent of cyber, I highly encourage you to do so. It is completely free. This is a free room. I'll show you again. So they give you 20, I think it was 25 days, right? Yeah, 24 days of just free resources. And the great thing about it is, if you don't want to wait for me to walk through, they have literally a walkthrough video for every single one of these. And it's amazing. And you get to learn about cookies. I mean, like, look at this. This is great. You get to learn about cookies. And you take this cookie, right? You take this token and you can basically exploit and find out information. I mean, bunch of great stuff, right? I mentioned last time, you can where is that cloud one? The cloud one was great. Yeah, they walk you through and you are they teach you how to hack Amazon S3 buckets. You can learn how to hack Amazon. Like this is crazy. Like they teach you how to hack Amazon. So, um, great free resource, man. Like this is amazing. So, yeah, I guess we can go ahead and um, I can walk us through. So, day one of Advent of Cyber is IDOR, or Insecure Direct Object Reference. And this is a type of access control vulnerability. An access control vulnerability is when an attacker can gain access to information or actions not intended for them. Um, so you ever seen like websites like this? Like not all the time. You're like most websites are not misconfigured, but every now and then you will, you know, stumble upon a website that is misconfigured. Um, but I guess we can read more into it, right? As previously mentioned, IDOR vulnerability relies on changing user supplied data. This user supplied data can be mainly found in the following three places. Query components. Query component data is passed in the URL when making a request to a website. Take for instance the following screenshot of a URL. Um, profile question mark ID equals 23. We can break down this URL into the following. Protocol, so right here, the HTTPS, that's the protocol. The domain, the name of the website, website.thm. The page, profile, and the query component, ID equals 23. That's the query component. That's what we are going to be focusing on. Um, and then there it will go. Here we go. Here we can see that the profile page is being requested and the parameter ID with the value of 23 is being passed in the query component. This page could potentially be showing us personal user information and be changing the ID parameter to another value. We could view other users' data. Let me turn down the music. It's a little loud. Sorry about that. Post variables. Examining the contents of forms on the website can sometimes reveal fields that could be vulnerable to IDOR exploitation. Take, for example, the following HTML code for a form that updates a user's password. As you can see from the highlighted line, the user's ID is being passed to the web server in a hidden field. Changing the value of this field from 123 to another user ID may result in changing the password for another user's account. And then cookies. Cookies are like a token, right? Enough. Let's get to the juicy part, right? This is why you're here. This is the juicy part, right? Um, Oh, and they also mentioned like you can if you're a if you're a good bug bounty hunter, you can make good money, right? Top 25 idle bug bounty reports. So they just give you like this article that shows you, I guess, explains the what an IDOR is again. We already know it's a insecure direct object reference. Types of IDORs, how to find them. So yeah, again, um, you can read that on your own time. We're here for the juicy part, right? The juicy. There are, let's see. Here you'll find a mock, blah, 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 blah. There's 3 pages in here. Build, inventory, your activity. Okay. So what's going on here? It's like some messed up toys or something like that. Uh, the toys have been made incorrectly due to Grinch's tampering. Okay. The build page shows different toys and the parts they are made up of. Okay. Inventory and your activity. Your activity page. Okay, yeah. Let me just point out, right? We literally just talked about the query component. Um, so here's the builds, and then here's the inventory, and then your activity. So we see user ID equals 11, right? And then we just literally looked at I'm sorry, we just literally looked at changing the value could potentially change um, the information that pops up. So um, we need to, so it asks us to try changing the user ID in the your activity page, and then they give us a limit 1 through 20. So 1 through 20, okay. And so 11 is obviously Miss Kitty, right? So let me try number 1. Okay, number 1 is Santa. Santa's the boss. Okay. Let me see if number 2 pops up. Okay, there's no one for number 2. Number 3. Okay, we got McStalker and McStalker. Build manager. Okay, cool. Build manager. All right. Okay, no one's number 4. No one's number 5. No one's number 6. All right. No one's number 7. Okay, no one's number 8. Oh, and here we go. Number 9 is the Grinch. And obviously, it's not going to be this easy where you can just click revert and everything goes back. But again, the purpose of this Advent of Cyber is just to get your feet wet and, expose you to cybersecurity. So yeah, go ahead and you just click all these reverts and bam, it gives you the flag right there. And then you can go ahead and answer all of these questions, right? And yeah, each day, I guess we could go to, you know, we can do this together every single day um, that I do stream. And by the time we finish the Advent of Cyber, you should get something like this certificate of completion, right? Little like little incentive, right, to get you to do it. Um, and you can share it on, if you have a LinkedIn, you go ahead and share on your LinkedIn. If you have your social medias, you want to share your social medias, go ahead and do that. But yeah, that's all I have planned for today. I know it's a pretty short stream, but again, the purpose of me streaming these things is like, well, number one, it's for my own accountability, and I just wanted to vlog. Um, I just want to vlog this because when I do go out and job hunt and apply, I can at least have, a source where recruiters and potential interviewers can at least look and see, like, okay, this guy is not just talking the talk, but he can walk the walk. So that's basically the main reason why I wanted to stream this. And number two, obviously, is to help people out there and interact with other cybersecurity enthusiasts. But yeah, that's all I have for today. If you're watching, I just want to say thanks again for stopping by. And I'm not really sure when's the next time I'm going to be streaming. I don't want to take too much of a break in between, right? Because we're obviously that kind of ruined momentum. I think the next thing I have is going to be terminate this. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start exploiting file transfer protocol. I think that's what's gonna be not think that's what's gonna be next. This one's gonna be fun. Not sure again. I'm not sure when I'll stream. Um, but hopefully, uh, when I do, I'll see you guys. So, thanks for stopping by. Have a great night, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.